So there are 29 undergraduate colleges in Cambridge, some of which you can see behind me here on the top of Castle Mount. And it's no secret that some colleges receive more applications than others. But how much does that really matter? Sometimes applicants are worried that colleges might be oversubscribed. Do colleges get oversubscribed? Let me take a few moments to answer these questions. Now, when you apply to a college or are allocated to one the day after the UCAS deadline, if you make an open application, you are assessed by that college only between the UCAS deadline and the point of interview. But crucially, once the interviews are done, we have a moderation process in Cambridge called the winter pool, which takes place in January. And what that means is that even though you're originally assessed by just one college, the college you applied to or are allocated to, actually you're at all points in the process in competition, not just with the people who applied for economics at Girton, say if you applied to Girton, but with everyone who applied for economics across all of the colleges. And that means that if you make an application next year for economics, we'll carry on with that example, and you end up making an application to a college with more applications that year, it doesn't mean you're disadvantaged, because you might well end up at one of the other colleges if the applicants your college received are particularly strong. Equally, if you made an application to a college with not many applicants for economics next year, that doesn't make it any easier to get in, because the college that you applied to are not going to be simply choosing applicants from their own pool. We all want the strongest people, whichever college we're at, all admissions tutors, all directors of studies. We want the strongest possible economists, law students, whatever the subject is that we can get. And if that means going elsewhere and looking in the pool and taking from other colleges, then we will absolutely do that. To use the example of Keys then, last year we had the third highest number of applicants of any college. We made around 230 offers, and a further around 80 of our applicants were made offers by other colleges through the winter pool. That means about 1 in 4 of the people who applied to Keys were made an offer. Overall, the offer success rate across Cambridge is about 1 in 5. So you can see that simply because an applicant had applied to Keys, it didn't make them any less likely to be successful. In fact, actually, Keys applicants were more likely to be successful. So what are the headlines? The college you apply to shouldn't affect your chances of getting into Cambridge. Some colleges may be more difficult to get into themselves than others, but your chances of getting into Cambridge shouldn't be affected. It's not possible for colleges to get oversubscribed. We have a winter pool, a moderation process that reallocates candidates to other colleges if it happens that a college receives many more strong applicants than it has places for. So all you need to think about when deciding on a college is not statistics, not your chances of getting in, but everything else. We have a playlist on our TikTok about how to choose a college, but please don't worry about your chances of getting in. You don't need to think about that.